What is up, IDP Army Fantasy Football Fanatics? It's your man Jordan Rains. We are going to do a rookie mock draft for Dynasty Fantasy Football 2023. The combine is on right now. We are watching the running backs. They just ran their 40s. They're doing some other drills right now. But I want to go ahead and throw a rookie mock draft on the channel today. Super flex, 4 rounds, just to get a sense of how we are all reacting to this. So as soon as this fills up, which it should in just a couple of minutes, looks like we have 2 spots left. We will get this thing on and popping. Thank you if you are watching. Thank you if you are listening. As always, we appreciate that. You can sign up for our rankings. You can sign up for our Discord. Discord's free. Rankings. You can get our premium rankings. Go ahead and click the description in the link in the bio, description, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, if you're watching, we got 2 spots left. Hop in here with us. Let me see. I'm going to share this link in the chat real quick. There we go. All right, we will be full in just a minute. Two spots left. Oh gosh, looks like Joe is right next to me. Not ideal, but we shall prevail. All right, let's see if I can move the screen a little closer. Excellent. All right, where are we at with this thing? 2 spots left. Come on, y'all. Let's go. I can broadcast this to Twitter as well. Twitch. All right, let's do this. All right, we're almost full. Come on, let's get those last 2 spots filled up. Share this in your leagues if you are watching the stream. Streaming on the channel. I think Anthony Richardson is going to go number 1 overall. We are 1 person away. Guys, go ahead and push it through. Or should we just wait to save the integrity of the draft? Let's just wait. We'll give it another minute. Hopefully someone takes that spot. Come on, let's go. Let's go. What up, if you are watching the stream on YouTube? Appreciate you all. Oh, looks like some people are talking. I'll bring up the chat. Maybe that'll be a little fun. You all can see that. All right. One spot left. Do we have a flag football team this year? That's because the IDP Army, we were on the, they represented the flag football team for the, which one was it? The Dynasty Trade, was it Dynasty Trade HQ? Is that who we played for? Our roots are deep, y'all. We're deep in it. Speaking of which, we're going to have Scott Connor on the channel later this week. He is a Dynasty guru. Everyone probably knows him. If you don't, you should get to know him. He subscribes to our Patreon. Maybe that'll tell you all something about how our Patreon works out. It's pretty good stuff over there. We subscribe to Scott's as well because he's a baller. So recognized game, or something like that. All right, you know what? I'm going to give it 30 more seconds. If nobody joins in the next 30 seconds, we're going to kick it off. 30 seconds till kickoff. Oh, let's go. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them. Subscribe to the channel. Check out our podcast. We have 2 podcast feeds, not just 1, 2. We have the IDP Army and Offensive Points on 1 feed, and we have Best Ball and Dynasty Fantasy Football content exclusively on the other feed. And I say exclusively, there's a lot of crossover, so definitely check that out. All right, you know what? It's time. Kicking it off. Are you sure you want to start the draft? Oh, look, somebody just jumped in. Perfect timing. Check that out. All right, let's go. Super flex. All right, putting that in the chat. Hopefully everybody understands. Let's get it. I got to turn the buzzer off.
Oh, come on, dude.
Oh, timer's up and you're in the room. What happened, my guy? Oh, yeah, it should auto pick. You got Jahmyr Gibbs. That's what happens when you auto pick, my guy. Also, it should already be set to auto pick. Draft settings quickly. Auto pick. Yeah, it's already set. Big bong. Oh boy! All right, we are off and popping. Bryce Young still goes at number 2. Anthony Richardson still on the board at number 5. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked. I thought he would have gone a little bit higher. Bijan, Smith, and Jigba. Well, super flex on me at 12. I'm not really.
Come on.
That's quarterback available. Timer's up. Let's see if you auto pick. Who are you gonna get? Stroud, Addison. Okay. It is what it is, right? I still can't believe that Anthony Richardson's on the board. Come on, y'all. All right, boom, boom, boom. Oh, wow, okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. If that happens in your actual rookie draft, it is wild. All right, we got to start thinking here. All right, I got back-to-back spots here. I am going to go with... Oh, I think they set this up as a snake. That was dumb. I'm sorry, guys. That's my bad. I'm going to take Josh Downs here, and then I'm going to take Jalen Hyatt. I should have not set this to snake. Oops. Yeah, as you can tell, I don't do a lot of mock drafts, but the next one will be better. But I went wide receiver. I do think Kayshon Butte, however you say his name, is going to be a good value for whoever takes him. He didn't score very good on the RAS, relative athletic score. He just didn't score very good athletically at the combine, but he still was fairly productive with LSU. I think that it's being a little bit overblown personally, kind of how much athletic metrics really matter for wide receivers. So, to get him late in the second here for somebody, it's probably going to be a good spot because before this week, his draft stock was definitely a little bit higher. Chain goes next. So we had Gibbs go first, which, that's just not accurate. It'll be Bijan, but, you could see Gibbs go at 3 maybe, again, depending on who is there and what they need in that draft. Somebody could take a running back at 3 versus a quarterback or wide receiver. I think it's a little bit foolish to assume that everybody's going to draft how the thought leaders and elites of content creation and dynasty theory, because those things all change. They all change. The fact that we're even having a discussion about taking a non-quarterback at number 1 in Superflex rookie drafts is such a far cry from where we were 2-3 years ago, where it was essentially heresy to suggest that anything but taking a quarterback at the 101, no matter who he was or how good he was, not doing that was just a wrong move. So, look, Butte still on the board. Again, his ADP, he probably would have gone high second before this week, maybe even back of the first, ? But here we are. He looks like he's going to end up being a round 3 pick. If you can get Kayshon Butte in round 3, come on now. Give me that. And this is what you have to do. This is a market adjustment. You know what I'm saying? This is a kind of a big move for him. Roshan Johnson, I didn't get to see how he did at the combine. I guess I missed it. Check that up later. Oh, the clock's
come on,
down now.
dude.
All right. Oh shoot. Sorry. All right. Who we got next? You know who I'm going to draft? I'm going to draft my dude Jonathan Mingo. And again, I apologize. This is not a really an accurate sort of representation of a draft because most rookie drafts are going to go, full round, then reset, and they're not going to snake. But that's my bad. You can blame. I'll take that one. You know what I'm saying? That one's on me. Well, Chase Brown ran, I think, a 4.41, 4.43. Saw, running back, here in the third round, obviously he's not going to be elite or anything like that, but what we're looking for is upside here, right? Back of the third. Luke Musgrave had a great week. So, this is the kind of place that we would look at a Luke Musgrave. He had a great combine testing. Probably the best tight end in this class. But y'all know me. I don't know. I'm not super deep. Trey Palmer is a name that I'm familiar with. I'll put him on our board. A.T. Perry, somebody we want to keep an eye on. Here he is. Andre Iovasas and then Jonathan Mingo. We are going to be trying to get both of them on our team. So it's only a 4-round draft. So actually, I might take, we'll see how it goes. So I only have 2 people to take here. I'm actually going to stick to my guns. I've been telling people that I'm going to be targeting Jonathan Mingo. So he's 100% going to be my next pick. I want that on record. Jonathan Mingo, that's our guy here in the IDP Army. We stand for Jonathan Mingo. Dude's a beast. He's a beast. He's a dog. He's an untamed gorilla. All right, so I have an option here between Trey Palmer and Andre. Sorry, again, I can't say his name right. I'm going to take Andre. I'm going to 4-stack up on my wide receivers. And why would I do this in a rookie draft? Why would you do that? In my opinion, and based on what I've seen over the years, wide receivers have the most opportunities to become good, become something, and they can develop over time, especially if they're putting situations behind other guys. So in Dynasty, I just want to have as many wide receivers as I can. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, that's just how I feel because they're also very tradable, very movable, liquid assets. People want good wide receivers. People want ascending talent because what do we like? We like the new things. So you're able to sort of churn wide receivers constantly in Dynasty if you have a good stock of them, a good stable of them. You're not going to hit on everybody. For every time you go and trade for Brandon Ayuk or Deebo Samuel in a down offseason, you may also end up trading for a Allen Robinson or a Mike Williams, but you gotta take your shots, and maybe you'll land a DK Metcalf, when the narrative's a little lower on him than it should be, or maybe you'll land a T Higgins, when Jamar Chase is coming, or whatever it may be. Give yourself as many outs as you can at the wide receiver position, and it usually works out good, in my opinion. All right, let's take a look at this board. Biggest surprises of this draft, I would say, well, just the first few picks, obviously, this is kind of silly. I'm sorry, my man, Chef Mike Rowe. You should have taken Bijan. That was obviously just an auto pick situation. Although sleeper, that's almost on you, because why is Jahmyr Gibbs ADP higher than Bijan Robinson? Like, how does that work? Like, what version of the multiverse are we existing in where that is the situation? I'm curious about that for sure. All right, let's take a look here. So favorite picks, of this draft. Let's see how my man Losos did. He's in a lot of my dynasty leagues with me. He's a pretty smart guy. Although I really don't know who any of these players are. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know who Kendra Miller is. I don't know who that is, or that is, or that is. So let's just ignore him. Let's look at this guy, D. Macy. He's got Charbonnet. That's our number 2 running back right now, I believe, in our rookie rankings. So he got him here at the 110 to get the number 2 running back in the class. If you look at our rankings, if you want to do that here at 10, that's a good spot. That's a good spot. And he didn't go back for a running back again. He said, you know what, I'm blocking up who I think is going to be good. And then he went ahead and focused on his wide receivers. He got Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers. Didn't somebody just get drafted a few years ago called Zay Flowers? No, it was Zay Jones or somebody else Flowers. Anyway, Luke Musgrave, who we had our eye on. And again, this draft was a snake draft. I'm sorry. Attack me in the comments, please. I would actually love that. I need a good verbal lashing. But Luke Musgrave, who a lot of, to get him in the 3rd round, again, this is what you got to do with your tight ends in Dynasty too, is don't pay up. Don't go tripping over yourself for the next Kyle Pitts, who go 102 or 103, whatever. You know what I mean? Get the best guy in this class and every year who is not going to be shoved way, way up. You know what I'm saying? At least that's my opinion. That's what I would do. Yeah, that was actually a pretty quick rookie mock draft, all things considered. We just went 4 rounds, no IDP, so to speak of for this one. But tap back in with us soon. We always got good stuff going on the channel. Be sure to check out the index, check out our Discord. The link for that's free. Subscribe to both the podcasts. Like I said, we have tons of content coming on the podcast all the time. Like, that's honestly where you're going to get the podcast. And if you're on this channel right now, it's where you're going to get the most. But honestly, the podcast feeds get everything, because a lot of other stuff gets bit down and put in little pieces in various places. But the main chunk form podcast comes on the podcast feed. So subscribe to those. And yeah, come back again soon. We're going to be doing a ton of mock drafts coming up. We're going to be a ton of underdog drafts, a ton of dynasty content. Get you guys ready for a fantasy football season, which never ends around here. All right, bye.